Is there anybody there?
The following haunters have been assigned to you. Treat them well.
This Gravenville school is your base of operations on the mortal plane. Come here when you wish to train your ghostly minions. However, training costs gold plasm, which you will earn only when you start haunting. Click the button at the bottom right of the screen to leave the Ghoul Room.
You are ready for your field training, young Ghostmaster. We are taking you to the Kappa Lambda sorority house in Gravenville University. Only a small number of sorority girls are in residence at the moment, but scaring them all away should be a sufficient test of your abilities.
Before embarking upon a haunting, you must select your team of ghosts. To play the tutorial, which is highly advisable, click upon Recommend, then upon Go Haunt. You can elect to assemble a team yourself, but you can only benefit from the tutorial with the recommended team. Welcome to the mortal realms, where all your haunting will take place. If you need to freeze time or abort the haunting, click on the menu icon bottom left or press Escape. If you wish to turn the tutorial off but continue this haunting, click on the menu icon and select Options. If you move your pointer to the edges of the screen, you will be able to move around the world. You may also use the arrow keys to move around. To rotate your view, click on the rotational arrows displayed on the screen. The view can be rotated left. You can also rotate your view through any angle by holding the right mouse button and moving the mouse. When you hold the right mouse button, moving the mouse left and right rotates the view, and moving the mouse up and down tilts the view. You can restore the original view by clicking on the cube-like button between the rotational arrows. You can zoom in and out using your mouse wheel. Insert and delete will also allow you to zoom in and out. You can click on the up and down arrow icons to move between different floors. Try it for yourself. Floors can also be changed using the page up and page down keys or by holding the right mouse button while using the mouse wheel. Try moving between floors using the up and down arrow icons, the page up and page down keys, or by holding the right mouse button and using the mouse wheel. Great! You may want to change your viewpoint to reflect your needs. A zoomed-out long view is good for planning. A closer, zoomed-in view aids in selecting specific mortals or assessing their behavior. Also remember that you may not see everything of importance without changing your viewpoint. To help you keep track of the mortals in each haunting, you have the Mortal Pack. Point at a mortal's image in the pack. When you position your cursor upon a mortal's pack icon, a box appears informing you of their status. The red bar shows a mortal's terror, the yellow bar, their madness, and the blue bar, their belief. As you frighten mortals, their red terror bar will increase in size. The white portion of a bar shows a mortal's willpower. When terror exceeds willpower, a mortal will flee. Likewise, when their madness exceeds the white portion of the madness bar, they will go insane. Click upon a mortal's image in the pack to view their options menu. Experiment with mortals for a while and see what you can learn. You can use this option to get a cinematic view of any mortal in the haunting. You can use this option to locate mortals in the haunting. Now you can see what she sees, but you cannot exert any control upon mortals in this way. Either mouse button will return you to your usual view. Here, you can learn what the astral records say about a mortal. Click the Close button or away from the bio window to close it. Now we're ready to look at your team of haunters. The Haunter Pack to the left works much like the Mortal Pack, but for your ghosts. Experiment with your haunters' options for a while. This menu gives you all the options you need in order to control your haunters. You can learn more about a haunter by clicking on Epitaph. Cogjammer is a gremlin, a plasm cheap and unruly spirit. You can bind Cogjammer to any electrical fetter. You should note that the flow of electricity in itself is not enough to constitute an electrical fetter. Lamps, light bulbs, and wires lack the subtle intricacy a ghost requires in a fetter. These are orders, which you can use to give instructions to your haunters. Some Ghostmasters use orders to run a tight shop with their ghosts. Others prefer to let their team follow their instincts. Your haunters will become better trained the more you use them, and so can learn to use ever more complex orders. Experiment with orders every now and then. See what you think. These are the Haunter's powers arranged in order of their plasm bands. They work like a ladder. Clicking on a power allows a Haunter to use any power up to that plasm band. Let's get some of your Haunters into the field. To exist in the mortal realm, ghosts must be bound to a fetter. When you point at a Haunter, the fetters you can bind it to light up on screen. Note that Boo and Clatterclaws fetter inside, so the borders of rooms light up to indicate they are fetters when you are binding these Haunters. To bind a Haunter to a fetter, select it from the Haunter Pack and click upon the Bind option. You now carry the Haunter on your pointer, and any fetters that ghosts can use show up in the haunting. Simply click on a marked fetter while carrying the Haunter to bind it to that fetter. Your Haunter arrives in the mortal realms ready to wreak havoc. The glow indicates that it is invisible to mortals at the moment. You can use the Powers menu to change which powers your Haunter uses to haunt. The green plasm bar shows how much plasm you've acquired and how much you are using. The dark green proportion of the bar shows how much plasm has been generated by scared mortals. Up to the point a power was used, your ghostly presence was keeping the mortals on edge. From now on, the mortals will calm down if you do not keep scaring them. As they calm, the plasm will dry up. Don't say I didn't warn you. The amount of plasm your bound Haunters are using is shown in light green. For your next task, experiment with your Haunters and their powers. Try to get one of the sorority girls to flee in terror. If you leave your cursor on a power in a Haunter's power menu, you will see a description of what that power does. Terrify the mortals by binding your haunters near to the sorority girls. Also experiment with putting your ghosts on different plasm bands. The more plasm you give them, the more effective they will become. The mortals with low belief bars are the worst skeptics. Try to show them totally unnatural events. Think paranormal rather than scary. Excellent! See the sorority girls scatter beneath your might. Because a mortal has fled, the haunting fear level has permanently risen, giving you more plasm to spend. Now it is time to talk of restless spirits. Locate the witch spirit and click upon her. With your aid, she can get free and join your team.
Dreaded dust! I used to command the storms, dearie, but since I went and got myself sucked into this electric broomstick, all I can manage is this infernal sneezing! It'd be a different matter if I got free, mind you. I'd whip up a storm to wake the
dead! Restless spirits can be found at most hauntings. You will be able to see their form even if their essence is trapped within an object. A spirit cannot leave its fetter while its essence is trapped, but otherwise acts like any other bound ghost. If you click on Restless Spirits, they will tell you their tale of woe. Listen carefully to what they say. If you can figure out a way to solve their problem, you can lay them to rest, allowing them to join your team.
All wasted hate housework! Get me out of here! Oh, wait. I'm just rolling down. On anything day.
Come on, young Ghostmaster. Find a way to get Weather Witch out of that electric broomstick.
Gift von Datei.
This really isn't hard. Why not look at your haunter's powers for clues as to what might help? Perhaps a suitably empowered gremlin would be a good choice to affect machinery. Come on, young Ghostmaster. Find a way to get Weather Witch out of that electric broomstick.
Ah, you just handle it, Toad.
Who's all rolling down? What's the toggle down?
Give a roll of that.
Wasted hate housework! Get me out of here!
This really isn't hard. Why not look at your haunter's powers for clues as to what might help?
Always.
Hey, gicht fanchate.
Ois clearcoat.
Hot unsiplante.
Perhaps a suitably empowered gremlin would be a good choice to affect machinery. Come on, young Ghostmaster. Find a way to get Weather Witch out of that electric broomstick.
Hey, tin nicety.
This really isn't hard. Why not look at your haunter's powers for clues as to what might help?
I'll get run to you, Kay. I will work for you. I'll do 9 a day.
Perhaps a suitably empowered gremlin would be a good choice to affect machinery.
Okay, dearie. I'm on your team now. Let's blow this joint!
There is one thing left to learn about: plasm alerts. If you are using more plasm than is being generated by the mortal sphere, your plasm balance will go into the red and the alarm will sound. You will have a short time to cut your plasm costs by benching haunters or by lowering their plasm bands. I'm going to carry out a plasm drill now to show you how it works. quickly now. Well done. That was only a drill, but you got things under control before it was too late. The next time that alarm sounds, it won't be a drill. If you don't get the plasm under control, you will be kicked out of the mortal realms in failure. Right, that's all I'm going to teach you for now. If you want to know any more, consult your Haunter manual. The time has come to finish these paltry mortals. Scare all the sorority girls away to win! Learn which powers can build belief and batter down skepticism. You will need them. Mortals try to find safe places to hide. If they think it's safe to be outside, you could use Weather Witch to change their mind. You can look at a mortal's bio for hints on how to terrify them. You can look at epitaphs to learn more about your haunters. Position your haunters to support each other. Make good use of the available fetters. The more you use a ghost, the better trained it will become. You will be able to give complex orders to well-trained haunters if you wish. Even if you don't use orders, a ghost's haunting skills will advance, and they will become more disciplined, intelligent, and attentive the more you use them. Congratulations! You did it! You should note that thanks to our time gate accessed via the high scare table, you can always retry earlier hauntings. You can go back for training or to pick up restless spirits you didn't get the first time. You can spend the gold plasm you get for Victoria's hauntings to teach your haunters new powers. Just remember that once you have taught them a new power, you cannot change your mind. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now get out of here and go get your first real assignment. Make us proud, young Ghostmaster.
The smug and irritating youths of the Alpha Tau fraternity mock the supernatural and do not respect the dead. One desires that they be made to experience the full power of the spirit world. And now, an opportunity has arisen. As the young mortals gather for a party, 3 socially maladjusted individuals are attempting a seance in the basement. The members of the fraternity believe they are tuning up their generator, not calling upon the spirit world. They are opening the door. You must not disappoint them. Everyone must be driven away in terror. Then they will know the true power of the supernatural. Drive the Alpha Tau fraternity from their frat house.
You for Ardal down. That's his fine Ranate. That's his fine Ranate. Gig Grunty down.
What a tartle dam. Give to tartle dam.
Hey, Ibukate, have a
That is
clean
fine,
day.
Ramate.
Gig Grunty
Oh, hello. I Lucky, and this Lucky's beeping table. Table usually warm and safe, but sometimes table zaps Lucky, which Lucky not like. Table only zaps when 2-legged things play well, though, and 2-legged things not play so well no more. So Lucky stay here and keep warm.
Bunch of day. Gig Grunty day. Thumbs rolling down. Refined word day. Gig Grunty day. Bunch of day. Refined word day.
Oh, refine morte. Geekt funtate. Do tu limenif.
A year does a day.
You for Ardal down. What a turtle down. Utar rolling it down. That's his fine round a day. What a turtle down. Gig run tea a day. Gig run tea a day.
Wanna turtle down? Okay, 20 a day.
Set water eye!
18 nights a day.
Hey, gigged funch attack.
That's Susu had a run attack. Get far darn far and bear. That's his fine round a day. Refined
nine a
day.
day.
A nine a day.
Refined birthday.
That's his fine round a day.
Era randa simple. Nada simple. Turtle down.
Gig run tea a day.
If the turtles now down.
Get for Arnold are down.
Okay, 20 a day.
What a turtle down. Refined word a. And that in flint day. That's his fine round of day.
Lucky, stay here as long as two-legged things don't win at game and make table.
Hey, 10 nights a day.
Go to Cove F. That's his fine round of day. Gortan F. Utar rolling it down. Gortan F. Refined word A. Gig bunch of day. Bunch of day. Refined word A. Refined word A. Gortan F. Tortilla. Gig bunch of day. Gig bunch of day. What a turtle down. That's his fine round of day. Utar rolling it down.
Turtle a day.
What a turtle down. That's a day. Tortilla. Fine word A. Get for Arnold are down. Refined word A. Utar rolling it down.
18 nights a day.
That's his fine round of day.
A night day.
turtle down. Spickles.
I'm but hey. Out of dam.
For Ardle down. Fine word A. I'm just rolling down. Kick bunch of day. For Ardle down. Matches fine around the day. Kick bunch of day. Matches fine around the day. Kick run T a day. Matches fine around a day. What a turtle down. Kick bunch of day. Kick bunch of day. Matches fine around a day. Have her a day. Fine word A.
I'm but hey.
Fine word A. Kick run T a tay. Matches fine around a tay.
Spickle.
Fine word A.
Hey, dude. Like, what do you call it when my 3 geekazoid friends hold a seance for me? Nerdromancy! Hey! I killed me, man! And that dumb hazing stunt the Alpha Taus put me up to was suicide! I need payback on the leader, man! Make like Linda Blair and set his head a spinning! Get rid of that Maymoid Alpha Tau Jock president, would you?
Fan bunch of day.
Hey, geek.
Kick bunch of day.
The end of the
Kick Grunty attack. Roll it down.
You would think being chopped up for illegal research would be enough indignity. Without kids stealing all that's left of me, this jar's lid isn't as snug as those I'm accustomed to. If you break me out, I'll help you create quite a spectacle.
Have a nana day.
What is?
Refined birthday.
Good day.
Kick Grunty attack.
I mean, oh yeah.
Kick Grunty attack. Kick Grunty attack.
Get rid of that Maymoid Alpha Tau Jock president, would you? Sweet! Get rid of that Maymoid Alpha Tau Jock president, would you? Sweet! Did you see the look on that jock dinosaur's face? Priceless, man. Definitely worth dying for.
You may spend your gold plasm to teach your haunters new powers. To do so, click upon a ghost, then select their Powers menu. Clicking on a blank power slot displays powers that may be taught. A ghost may learn one power per empty slot.
A sweet little old lady used to dwell within these walls, but her mind was fading, and her sanity fleeting. She loved receiving visitors, and hated to see them go. So she administered arsenic in their tea, and made certain they would stay a while. Stay forever! The house itself has become unsettled by these events, and although it is not truly sentient, we still have a duty to protect the interests of the unseen world. Let the events that have until now been hidden become known to the mortals. Reveal the corpses to them, and your goal shall be fulfilled. But beware. For one cadaver may not suffice to convince the skeptical police that something sinister is afoot. Reveal the hidden corpses to the mortals.
So, I'm up on this roof, fixing the shoddy coax antenna, thinking a coat hanger would do better, when I start feeling queasy. I'm thinking maybe the little old lady used non-dairy creamer in the tea, when my gun explodes! I made a grab for the chimney, but I guess I lunged too far, cause now I'm stuck in it! Give me a hand, would ya?
Hey, Dick Funchate. You for Ardal down. Ah, you just Andalite. What a turkle dam.
You for rolling a dam. You've an Ardal dam. A gig to the theatre.
Hello, sir, or madam, or, well, whatever you are. Can I interest you in our range of facial care products? Our hydrating night silk works in conjunction with our non-foaming, revitalizing face wash and our botanical moisture splash. May I spritz you with our fragrance? If we could just arrange to demonstrate our products on one of the ladies of the house, I'm sure we can reach some amicable arrangement regarding the purchase of our fine range of perfumery and cosmetic enhancement solutions.
I just find run a day. What a tin now, damn.
Gig Grunty a day.
Dick Funchate. It's a nice a day.
What a tin now, down.
Där är det. Då.
And just sitting down. You for rolling a dam.
Där.
Egget funch ate.
It's an Ardal dam.
Gig Funchate.
You for rolling a dam.
What a turkle down.
You just Andalite.
Anita day.
You for rolling a dam.
Nakaban.
Oh, 'tis fine, Runate.
Med bassa.
And is spinning down.
Nacken. Nakta.
tar rolling it down?
It's a nice day.
That is fine around a day. Who tar rolling it down?
We'll work day.
Fine word a.
She seemed like such a sweet old dear, making me tea and all when I came to fix the boiler. Next thing I know, I'm a dead man, and she's bricked me up. I reckon I could escape into a mortal's body if someone would just get close enough.
It's a nice day. Egin funch ate. It's a nice day.
That is fine around a day.
Hey, gig twice a day.
Gig bunch a day. Thunder's rolling down.
If I could just get out of the chimney, I might be able to help you.
What a targle dam? It is unlikely. In like a day. Give that roll in the dam. It's a nice day. On the tin naddle dam. Give our unlord up. Abba a day. It's a nice day. If I roll it down.
Go to lemon if.
It's a nice day.
Go to goodbye if.
That is fine, run it down. We'll work it. If I roll it down. You just handle it, eh? What a targle. You just handle it, eh? That is fine, run the tay. We'll work tay. You tin addle up. On the tin addle up. We'll work tay. In like a day. You just handle it, eh? I'll be fine more day.
Perhaps that blusher would better suit Madam if her facial skin tone were paler. Shall we find out?
Give that roll in the dam. I just find run the thing. If I roll it down. Want a tin handle that? You just handle it, eh? Fine, Morte. That is fine, Runate.
That is fine, Runate.
What a turtle down?
Gig Bunchate.
Hund spinnen, Dan.
Et unser at hand dagegen, tut Ross Händler Mutterkein.
That is fine, Runate. Tin, nice hat, Around eggy sea. What's unlimited?
Oh, 'tis fine, Runate.
It's the damn wall, you see. I just can't quite reach out past it to find a mortal to possess.
It is nice, Ate.
You're just handle a day.
That is fine, Runate.
Ah, with fun work day.
Gig Runtiate.
Nice a day.
The handyman has arrived. He may be useful. A sweet little old lady used to dwell within. Reveal the hidden corpses to the mortals.
So, I'm up on this roof, fixing the shoddy coat.
tin nardam.
Car rolling it down.
I will warte.
She seemed like such a sweet old dear, making me tea and all when I came to fix the boiler. Next thing I know, I'm a dead man.
Warte, tin nardam. Ah, will warte. I just find run take. Tin light at Ah, will warte.
It didn't nice attack.
Die verharden down.
It is attack. Und es rolling down.
Big bunch of tay.
Habe den einen der.
Hello, sir. Or madam, or...
Tartle down.
Ah, you're just handling. You've tin nardam.
Refine word A.
At abba night a day.
Give den Auto down.
Car rolling it down. Big grunty attack. Thunder rolling down. Big bunch of tay. Die verharden down. Big bunch of tay. Gig grunty attack. Die verharden down.
Tin light at
Benedetto.
It's my workday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just okay. Oh, yeah, 'tis handle, okay.
It's my workday. You for rolling the desk?
How about day?
It's my workday.
It is nice, okay.
What do you have party? Where that are?
It's fun, ate.
Supply Tarsius.
Oh, 'tis fine, run, ate.
Or at
It's fun, ate.
Hunt is spinning down.
Not doing that.
The mortals have discovered a skeleton. Now it must be shown to the police.
Come on,
What do you Tarsius?
Perhaps that blusher would better suit Madam if her facial skin tone were paler. Shall we find out?
rolling again. How unsuspected.
see.
It's a nice day.
I just find one thing.
It's a nice day.
I just find one thing.
It is fine, Lunate.
It is unlucky.
I'm just feeling down.
Good work, Tay. If I roll it, anything that...
Roll it down.
Have a nice day.
Scat SI.
Good work, Tay.
C'est pour un Tarsi you.
It's a nice day.
What do Tarsi see?
Ada tin naru ba? Gate punch ate.
Here is Admiral Ate.
What's unlimited?
This looks big. If I are Leonarda. It's fine work day.
So glad to see you.
If I roll it down.
Ah, this will take.
Ah, will work take. Ah, you're just Andalite.
A gig punch a tay. Yep, that rolling the dan.
I will warte. It is fine, run a tay. It is fine, run a tay. What a tin now, damn.
RM at your shoes.
Tin nice a tay. Ah, you're just Andalite.
So glad to see you.
Right down.
I will warte. You're just Andalite.
Where that are?
Go far away.
The handyman has arrived. He may be useful in revealing the bodies.
Oh, 'tis fine, Runate.
Have a nanin day.
If I could just get out. It feels good to stretch the old ectoplasm. And now I'm gonna do more than just shock these jokers.
Ain't it nice a day?
Oram Aki C. Tortilla day. Tortilla. Tortania. Guitar rolling it down.
The police have arrived. Let them conduct their investigation.
Are rolling it in?
18 nice a day. I'm just rolling down.
10 a day.
How to 9 a day.
Rolling down.
It's a nice day.
Ain't it nice a day?
Ah, 'tis which day? You for rolling it down?
Oh, yeah, 'tis handle a day.
What if? Your turn, number F.
The mortal law enforcers have located a corpse. The police will report this body, but it will take the discovery of a second corpse to initiate a full investigation.
handle it, Tay.
Oh, just fine, Runate.
I will war, Tay.
Without mortals, you will never be able to expose the corpses.
It's the damn.
Congratulations! Your haunting goals are complete!